Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
All right, What's on Tap podcast together again. And we're excited to be here.
We are.
Yes. So I spent some time in the UK recently. And while I was there, I checked out 3 different bottle shops. And I found quite the smorgasbord of
UK IPAs.
Of UK IPAs. And I was like, I'm only going to get 4 to 6. I ended up bringing back like 10.
Yeah. Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because we drank half of them already.
We have. And I wanted to bring back more, honestly.
Because, I mean, the ones you brought back have all been pretty damn excellent so far. So,
yeah,
I'm really excited about the 2 that we chose for the podcast episode.
All right, so we've been drinking Wylams, Verdant, and Northern Monk.
Yep. Which is basically like free of the top like New England hazy IPA breweries out of the UK right now.
Yeah, by far. And Wylams is hands down, I think, our favorite.
Definitely.
UK brewer right now.
Yeah.
So I was very excited to try and get my hands on as many. I brought three different cans back from them. I was trying to be like, no, I'm not going to just do one brewery, but you know, when you get your chance to get your hands on your favorite brewery, you kind of go a little heavier on those than you intend to.
Definitely.
I meant to bring back some stuff from like Magic Rock or Cloudwater, but to be honest, they just don't excite me like they used to. And I tried a really great double dry hopped like citrus IPA from Cloudwater.
Yeah.
It was really good, but it just wasn't making the cut, man.
Yeah.
And any other like if it had been 2 years ago, it probably would have been something I would have grabbed, not even thought twice about it. But these days, the UK market is just killing it with IPAs.
Yeah.
And so, wow, super excited to dig into these cans. And it's been killing me because I've been back for 2 weeks now. And I'm like, I go into my fridge and I look, I'm like, oh, I want to try. I'm like, nope, wait. Sherman Matthias, we'll have a great time.
Gotta wait.
And we'll really divvy them up and dig into them. But
I appreciate it.
Well, you know, because when you got great beers, it's kind of like, I just have a hard time of drinking them on my own.
Well, it sucks because you can't talk about it with anyone else.
Right, no one's going to be able to share this experience except for some random people that I tangentially know through, Untapped.
Yeah.
And that's not going to give me anything.
No, exactly.
Or I can go on like Reddit and have some sort of weird conversations with people, and then they're always like, "That's a great beer. That beer sucks. You should really be drinking this one." I'm like, "Well, I don't have that one, so you can go to hell." Yeah, because it was funny because before I went, I was like, "Hey guys, what are the great bottle shops that I don't know of?" Because I'm kind of like guessing around on what I should do, and they're like, "Oh, you should go to this place and this place and this place," and they're like 10 minutes by train north of London or 15 minutes south. I'm like, well, those are way out of the question. I'm not going to make the effort to go all the way the hell to extremes when there's so much stuff in the interior part. So eventually I ended up going to 3 different bottle shops. Kill the Cat, the bottle shop on Beer Munsey, which is, I guess, either the beginning or the end of the Beer Munsey Mile.
Yeah.
For those that aren't familiar with London, on one end is this bottle shop that's right next to Anspach and Hobbs.
All right.
It's like literally like 2 doors down. And then just from that point all the way through to the end, it's like the Colonel and Brew by Numbers and like all of kind of like the big London craft beers are just right in this one little stretch.
Oh, that's cool.
They're basically right across the street from each other. And then I hit this place called Kill the Cat, which was a really like a smaller shop, and they had a really great selection, but it didn't compare to the Beer Munsey. And then I went a little further north, like a 20-minute walk from there, to this one bottle shop it's in one of those neighborhoods. Like, your only reason you're going to this neighborhood is go to this bottle shop. There's absolutely nothing, no other reason to go there. But it was amazing. It was called 7 Seasons. I highly recommend going to it. And they had an amazing selection of beers.
Is this the one that you've been Instagramming a little bit, like the Instagram videos and stuff from, like the brewery bottles and stuff like that? No,
that was the Beer Munsey.
All right,
because they had just had a brewery tap takeover like 3 days before, and they only had a few bottles, a few things left on tap. But this place was owned by this German guy, and he had super knowledgeable, probably the most knowledgeable of anybody I talked to. Gave me some great advice on what to pick. And then, recommended some things I probably wouldn't have tried, including a couple of German beers that I wouldn't have thought to have tried otherwise. So they were really, really good. But yeah, so I brought back 2 beers for the show today. One is a collaboration between Burnt Mill Brewery and Track Brewery. And Track, what did I say?
I don't know.
You
said something else.
So I mean, it's a Tracked. But Track Brewing Company. And I've had something for a collaboration with Track before, and I want to say it was with Left-Handed Giant. And it was really, really good. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, something from Wylam called Midnight Train to Byker, which is, I think, their latest release that was getting rave reviews. And both of these come in at over a 4 on Untapped. So very high expectations for these beers.
And both of them are double IPAs.
Both of them are double IPAs coming in on the upper end of that double IPA.
So what do we got here? So the
Wylam. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, all right. You're building up to it.
Expectation.
Yeah, I know.
Keeping some mystery.
I'm terrible about those spoilers.
You are. You're just jumping into it balls deep first.
I'm pretty much done with my glasses at this point.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so we'll start with the Enigmatic Galaxies. It's an Enigma and Galaxy double IPA. It comes in 8.4% ABV. We've already tried, like I said, 3 or 4 of these. So,
we've had. I think we've had 4 IPAs so far, or the ones you brought back.
Yep,
and we've had 2
stouts.
Imperial Stouts as well. So, I mean, we're getting there.
I'm not feeling any pain at this moment.
No.
All right, so this is a double IPA with a blend of Super Pale, Munich, flaked oat, and wheat for plenty of body.
Nice.
Whirlpooled and dry hopped with Enigma and Galaxy hops that bring the huge, bright, tropical citrus aromatics we can't get enough of.
Excellent.
And this came out on May 5th. So this is really, really fresh.
Well, it can't be May 5th. It's got to be April 5th.
Oh, sorry, April 5th. April 5th. Because it said 5/4.
Yeah, because otherwise that would have been in the future.
It's in the future. I got this. It's not even released yet.
It's a future IPA.
It's coming soon. But no, it's been released.
Obviously,
people were very excited about it. It smells amazing. It's got the weirdest color I've ever seen on an IPA. It's almost like a strawberry sour kind of look, like I've seen on some.
The color reminds me of the Dugas strawberry sour we had.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. It's cloudy. It's a little bit of a British pinkish hue to it.
Yeah.
It
smells good.
Yeah, it's got a great nose on it.
It's a very tropical nose on it.
Very tropical. A bit of that tea-ish, pale ale kind of smell to it.
Mango-ish.
Yeah.
Actually, quite a lot of mango in it.
Oh, yeah. Then you kind of swirl it a little bit, and it just gets a really nice little lacing on the glass. It's just beautiful.
Right. Cheers.
All right, cheers, man. Surprisingly kind of bitter.
It's surprisingly bitter and like surprisingly for the smell. It's a little bit bland in the taste.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not getting as much tropical notes in the taste as you get from the smell. But you definitely don't get any hint of alcohol in there at all. No,
it's very smooth. It's got a very, I would say, dry finish, a little bitter on the end.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a thirst quencher, as you would say.
No. I mean, it's actually quite like heavy bodied as well.
Yeah, I think that's the oats and the
oats and the wheat
really give it a
the
lot
Munich
of texture.
Is going to give
to
a little bit of body to it as well. I mean, the Munich malt is probably what gives you the color of this as well. But it's a very good balanced, hazy double IPA.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I mean, it's really solid. I guess this is.
It's not one of those that like the bitterness is not going to knock you off your feet.
Yeah, it's not like aggressively bitter.
No,
it's very subtle. It. My only I think detractor is it finishes so dry.
It's a little bit too dry in the finish.
Yeah, I wanted to have a little more resiny, kind of lingering mouthfeel.
A little bit more dankness to it.
Yeah, and this has it just drops, and you're left with this kind of warm, bitter aftertaste.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, personally, I don't mind. I like bitterness in IPAs. And
yeah, I don't mind it.
I'm glad to see that more breweries are bringing that back. So it's not just a huge juice bomb anymore.
Exactly. Like, I mean, you're starting to get a bit more bitterness in the juicy IPAs as well, which is a welcome change, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when they first started coming out, it was basically no bitterness at all, and it was just hop juice.
Yeah.
And I was kind of missing the bitterness of like a normal West Coast IPA a little bit. So I think this is really good.
Yeah, I'm glad
it's
to see
very, like I said, a very balanced double IPA. It's got nice tropical notes to it. Just a little bit too dry of a finish for me.
Yeah, and I'd like to see. I'm glad that we're finding a balance between the really bitter styles. IPAs and the super juicy, sweet, almost candy like New England hazy IPAs. But yeah, I think this is a very well balanced.
It's also fun to try something from a new brewery that we haven't tried before.
Hopefully this is the start, and we'll start seeing Burnt Mill showing up more and more often. Because from what I understand, people I talked to said that no one is really familiar with this brewery yet, but they've just started hitting and putting out some really solid entries.
Nice.
So, and Track. I said, I haven't tried anything just from that brewery itself. It's always been a collab.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see, what can they do on their own.
Yeah.
We'll have to try to find some of their, and I didn't see anything from that brewery just as its own label.
It's like actually like lingering in the aftertaste. There's quite a lot of pineapple.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that.
All right. Are we rating this now, or are we...
We can rate this now.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll let you go first.
Oh, I'll go first?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 375.
I'm thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a solid 375. I was worried that maybe it was a little too fresh, so we get a little bit of a hot burn.
Yeah, I don't
get that at all.
No.
I think it's right in its sweet spot right now.
I mean, at this point, it's what, the 27th today?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was packaged on the 14th or 15th?
Well, no, it was packaged on the
5th.
The 5th.
All right. So it's like 3 weeks old at this point, which is usually a really good sweet spot for the hazy IPAs. And I think that actually comes into its own on this
for sure.
timing. So, no, I think I think this is a really good double IPA.
Yeah. I'm very, very happy with it.
Yeah. It's just a tad too dry in the finish.
Yeah.
And
completely agree.
All right. Moving on.
Okay. So next up is, I'll let you handle this one.
The Wylam, which we've been very excited about for quite some time.
Yeah. This had just come out, I think the week I was there, and it just flew off the shelves.
Yeah.
So I felt really lucky. I was able to get 2 cans of it. One for us to enjoy, and then one I sent back to our friends in Texas.
Yeah.
Brew Bloods to try out.
So this was also packaged in the beginning of April, I believe. Because I mean, this is just a guessing game at this point, but the best before date is the 1st of October, 2018. Yeah. Just the same as the other can we had earlier.
Yeah.
But I'm going to guess that they have a 6-month best before date on the IPAs. So theoretically, this would have been packaged on the 1st of April, which would mean it's kind of a month old at this point, which would probably be fine because it's a 10% double IPA.
Yeah.
With Citra, Chinook, Mosaic Cryo, and Simcoe Cryo hops.
Ooh.
And, the ingredients are water, barley, there's gluten in this, there's also oats, wheat, rye, hops, and yeast.
Ooh, I like rye.
Of course. And I mean, as we said before, actually the burps on the Enigmatic Galaxy is quite good.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the aftertaste.
Yeah.
The second flavor.
The second flavor is really good on that. The second flavor actually becomes more hoppy.
Okay.
In some way. But coming back to the Wylam, we've been very excited about this brewery for quite some time now. I would say the last like 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
From the first time we had it, and we talked a little bit about this before as well. But I believe we got the first can from one of the BrewDog orders we did. I can't remember where we ordered from, but there was some kind of online beer shop that we got some cans from. We met the guy at All In Festival this fall, and basically everything that he put out at the All In Festival was absolutely excellent, especially the IPAs and the double IPAs. But the old ale he brought as well, the barrel aged one.
Yeah, that was a big hit with our group.
Yeah, that was absolutely excellent. So, but I mean, the big hitter from Wylam, for me at least, has been the IPAs and double IPAs.
Oh, for sure.
It's just amazing how, like, as soon as you open the can, it just smells like hops in the whole room.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really excited about this one. So I guess we're gonna have a little sniff on this.
There's like a little grassiness to this,
and it's got a really nice like honey sweetness to the smell of it.
Yeah,
it's not as intense like hop smell as the Flying Couch collaboration we had earlier.
Yeah,
because that one was quite intense in the hop smell, and the bitterness as well was quite intense on that.
Yeah, that one could have, I think, waited another couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
it was
given that like 2 weeks more, that would probably have been perfect at that point.
It was a bit of a hot burn.
Yeah, it was still freaking excellent, but given it 2 more weeks, it would probably have been even better. But I mean, this being a 10% double IPA, and it doesn't smell like alcohol heat or alcohol at all,
or caramelly, or
exactly.
in the color,
well, it gives you a little bit of like honey caramel sweetness to the smell, which is not unpleasant for this ABV. So I'm really quite excited about this.
And the color of this is just absolutely beautiful. It's not like a huge haze bomb. Like, it's almost, the color's really, really light. I mean, it's
a little bit less than amber yellow, I would say.
But I mean, if you look at the right at the top where the light comes through, it has almost like
it's almost like a straw yellow.
Yeah, and you can kind of like see up underneath to the bubbles underneath, so it's almost a little watery looking.
Yeah,
which intrigues me for some reason.
Well, let's have a taste.
Cheers. Yeah,
that's a pretty amazing 10% beer.
Yeah, that is so dangerous.
It's like you could have a can of this by yourself and think it's just a regular IPA. Mm-hmm. And then you'd be pretty wasted at that
Pretty point. Hammered.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is amazing. It is so smooth and so light.
It's got a perfect bitterness balance. It still shines through a lot of like the tropical notes from the hops.
Yeah,
you get the grassiness, you get like a little bit of dankness to it.
This fills in where the Enigmatic Galaxies is missing.
Yeah.
Like where the Enigmatic Galaxies is just so dry and just drops off. This just brings back more.
This one keeps you wanting more and more. So yeah, I would agree with you with that. Yeah, it's quite a dangerous beer.
Yeah, there's a beautiful richness to this in the mouthfeel. It's just this great silky texture.
Yeah.
And then like right after you finish drinking it, you're like, oh, I want more of that. I want another sip.
It's like, I want another sip. I want another mouthful of this.
Holy crap, that is so good.
I mean, the most impressive part for me is that it's 10% ABV, and it just tastes like a bit of a fuller bodied, like 6.5% hazy IPA.
Yeah. It's just got this wonderful playfulness, like in the flavors.
There's no alcohol heat or
not at all.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, if I didn't know this was 10%, like you said, I would just be quaffing this like crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can get the other can back.
We should. I mean, it's. I don't know if it's the best I've had from Wylam, because I mean, I tend to like the lighter beers that are, you can have like more of it. But judging by what it is and the ABV it's at, I would say it's probably the best 10% IPA I've ever had.
I would probably have to agree with you. So this is Imperial. What's the alcohol cutoff to go from double to triple?
Oh, I'm not sure, but I mean, this is probably way up there at that point. So
yeah, I mean, this has got to be close to triple because the treble that we had, from was it Signature Brewing that we had earlier?
It was like 10.4, right?
Yeah, and that was considered a triple IPA. So this is probably a triple at that point.
I would guess that it, like anything above like 10.1 is going to be a triple.
Okay,
it's just my guess.
Yeah, but
it's definitely the most drinkable 10% IPA I've ever had, and it's fucking delicious at that. So
yeah, I mean, this is just on point on every level.
I could probably not fault this on anything.
Yeah, I mean, the carbonation is just there. The color is just, it's exactly the color, and it kind of tells you the lightness is going to be in the body and that you're about to get. Because it's not cloying, it's a little light, it's a little sweet, it's a little bitter.
And I think that's the most amazing thing. Like it's a 10% beer that just keeps you wanting to basically gulp it down in big gulps.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is quite impressive in itself. So, yeah, I don't think I can knock it on anything.
Yeah, I'm like trying to find fault, and I can't say I can really find anything that I'm like, oh, it should be a little more this, a little more that.
Exactly.
I think this...
The hops are well balanced. The malt bill is totally on point. ABV is well hidden. So
I love the grassiness to it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So refreshing.
It's a very, very well made combination of hops. Like they complement each other super well. So I mean, as we said before, you get like the grassiness, you get a little bit of dankness to it, you get the tropical notes. Yeah.
So, what does the cryo mean? So, Mosaic cryo and Simcoe cryo.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, from what I understand, it's that they kind of when they make the hop pellets, they make it in like a cryo. I guess a cryo. So
like a flash freeze kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly. Just to preserve like the alpha acids and the aroma and the bitterness to the hops. Because as you know, like the hops fade with heat. It's going to fade faster with heat. So if they can process the hops in a cryogenic environment, then they're going to keep more of those like the aromas and the taste that we all like from the hops. That's going to be kept better.
Doing cryo freezing plant matter breaks down the cell wall extremely fast. It doesn't damage the hops enough in a way that...
I mean, now you're getting into
science?
Yeah.
Science!
Exactly. Which is not my area at all.
Well, we know. Yeah, but I'm just curious because it's like... Because when I think of like... I think cryo or flash freezing, it's usually kind of... For me, it's related to seafood.
Yeah.
Because when you are out on the like shrimping boats or seafood boats, they flash freeze on the boat to help preserve so it can make it back into shore on time.
Yeah.
And in that particular case, you don't worry so much about the cellular integrity of meat because it can hold up to extreme freezing. But plant matter, in a nitrogen environment, it freezes in a way that it doesn't destroy the cellular walls.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to what is the process for cryo freezing the hops. Is it you immerse it in a nitrogen bath or say a carbon dioxide bath to help like just lock in that freezing process without destroying the cellular integrity?
I cannot answer that.
That's probably more science than anyone expected from this show.
Yeah.
So
I would think so too. But yeah, all I know is that hops don't like heat. Hops like freezing temperatures.
Heat bad, cold good.
Exactly.
All right.
That's basically the science point.
Holy crap, this beer is so good.
I know, it's really
It's
good.
blowing my mind.
So, I mean, judging it as a 10% double IPA, I'm gonna have to give this probably a 5.
I wasn't really sure what to give it, but the more we talk about it and the more I enjoy it and the more I like it, I got to go with the 5 as well. Yeah. I really can't find any fault with this. And the way people were talking about it in the UK and the way it was selling, it was like they were calling it kind of a perfect beer, and I definitely see that.
Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing that I can say that I don't like about it.
Only I don't like about it is I don't have more of it.
True.
Yeah, this is a Midnight Train to Byker.
Yeah.
If you're in the UK and you can get your hands on a can of this, man, you should buy many cans of this. Yeah. You're going to get drunk as hell, but you're going to have a great time doing it.
Well, I mean, you could pace it out over a couple of days, but
even one can on your own, that's a
even
tall
that's
order.
Going to be
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can get it, then you're well in luck.
Oh yes. So yeah, I mean that's a 5 out of 5. That's a very rare occurrence here.
Yeah, I mean we I would say we're really I wouldn't say we're harsh in our judgings, but I mean we're harsh but fair.
I think we're very fair on the way we review things. We've only given one other beer a 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
and that was the Goes to Hollywood.
Oh yeah, because it's a fucking excellent beer.
It is, and I kind of had to talk you into that one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because you were kind of like, this is about the perfect, most perfect Goza I've ever tried, and I'm giving it a 4.25. I'm like, all right, if you say it's the most perfect Goza you've ever tried, then I can give it a 4.25.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you got a point. So. But yeah, this is. I actually believe this might be one of my first 5 out of 5 double IPAs.
It's easily my first 5 out of 5 double IPA.
I know the Boss Tweed from...
oh my god, that was so good.
I know. That was also a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I think I might, because this is my second one, because that was just incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Old Notion? Old Notion?
Old Nation.
Old Nation?
Old Nation, yeah.
That was also very good. But I gotta say, this is better.
Yeah, this is by far better. That's a 4.75 now.
Yeah. Old Nation just got pushed down to a 4.75. It's all right.
You just got curb stomped by Wylams.
Cool. I mean, I think we should try and make it over to the Wylam Brewery and do a longer interview with him as well. That would be.
We should. Okay. So we've got McKellar Beer Celebration Copenhagen coming up. And
Wylam is going to MBCC, right?
I don't think they are.
No.
I don't remember seeing them on the list because I'd have been very excited about them being on the list. And as a matter of fact, it's kind of weird because there's a huge U.S. representation.
Yeah.
But the UK representation is, I think, pretty thin.
Well, it's basically Cloudwater and Beavertown, right?
I think it's Magic Rock and Beavertown and Cloudwater.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'm sure there's some others on there. I'd have to go back and look again, but I can't remember just anyone on top of my head. So yeah, we're not seeing Lieutenant Giant or Track or I guess Burnt Mill or Wylams, Anspach and Hobbs or the Colonel. I mean, these are all just amazing breweries.
I mean, definitely Wylam should make the cut for MBCC.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the IPAs they're putting out are just world class.
I mean, and it's not to fault MBCC, but it seems like they tend to look afar more than they look nearby when they pick the breweries. Because there's a lot of stuff from the U.S. that they're bringing over. And I don't see a lot of representation of breweries in like Italy or Spain or Estonia or UK that are being represented there. It's a lot of U.S. breweries and Swedish breweries or Danish breweries.
It might be a little bit focused on the Nordics and U.S. Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Like
we'll see when we get there.
Edmondson's isn't going to be there. What's the other? Lervig. I don't remember. Are they going to be there?
I would be surprised if they're not there.
I don't remember seeing them. I have to look again.
Yeah, because I mean they've been a part of doing the like the McKellar Vanilla Shake. Mm-hmm. I mean they've been a part of doing that. I think that was brewed over there. So I'm gonna be quite surprised if Lervig are not going to be at the MBCC.
You know, we really should have.
We should have looked at a list before we talked about this, but I mean,
we can pause it and come back if you want to.
Well, we don't have to. We're going to do the interviews when we get there. So
I know, but we're just conversation topic about breweries that we're looking forward to seeing and talking to when we're over there.
Definitely, but I mean, we can talk about it anyway.
Yeah, of course, Chase at American Solera.
He's going to
catch up with him.
Yeah, Prairie's going to be.
Prairie's going to be there.
That's going to be fun to meet.
Yeah. And
Fontaflora is going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about Jay Wakefield.
Yep.
Hopefully we can get an interview with Jonathan at this point because we missed him out on Brewskill.
Which is crazy because we had an amazing 45-minute conversation with him over breakfast one morning.
We had breakfast with him.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm looking forward to Funk Factory again.
Yes, definitely.
It's one of my highlights of last time.
Yeah, that was amazing. And I think one of the beers that Funk Factory is bringing out on the session that we're there is basically like a goose.
Nice.
So that's going to be really exciting to try.
You know, I don't remember. I saw Toppling Goliath.
Yeah.
But I don't remember seeing...
Voodoo's going to be back.
Oh, I know. I'm super excited about Voodoo. Yeah. Freaking Voodoo is amazing. But Jester King wasn't there.
No?
I don't think so. And, what's the... Heady Topper...
Alchemist?
Alchemist. I don't remember seeing them there either.
No. Brewery's not going to be there.
No.
So, I mean, there's been a bit of a switch out.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's going to be amazing anyway.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not faulting. I'm just saying it's weird that some of the breweries we would have expected to see return aren't coming this year, but we're getting like a bunch of new breweries like Rare Barrels coming over this year, which
that's going to
for me, I'm super excited about.
Yeah. So Rare Barrel was there. I believe they were there not last year, but the year before that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. DeGard is going to be back, of course.
Yeah. Cycle's
going to be there. Cigar City's going to be there, I think.
Yeah.
I believe so. It's going to be a good day.
I cannot wait. I'm super excited about it. All right. So, 375, 5. That's two pretty great scores.
Yeah.
Where can you find us online?
Basically anywhere you can find a podcast online.
Right. So you're really nailing that down.
iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram.
Yes. Be sure. Yeah, our Instagram is. I'm really working with that, trying to post on a regular basis. I've been taking a lot of photos of things we've been drinking tonight and going to hype those so you can see what we've been drinking. That's probably our number one tool for...
I think that's where we post the most,
Yeah. Oh, by far.
I mean, Facebook is just basically once a week where we have the episode launches.
I got so many problems with Facebook right now.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, so, we're trying to increase our awareness. Spotify, of course. Please check us out there. Subscribe to us on Spotify. We would really appreciate that. Yeah. So, what's up, tappodcast.com. Until next time, keep drinking.